Hey guys, Big Rich 317 here. You probably thought you'd never see me again. Maybe you forgot about me. It's been 2 years since I had a video, and the truth of the matter is my life just got super busy. I made 3 videos about 2 years ago, had a good time with that, and then to be honest with you, I kind of forgot about the channel. A couple days ago, my brother, who also has a YouTube channel, he told me that, hey, one of my videos had a lot of views. It was the one where I compared the Glock 26 models. And I like making these videos, and now they're all stuck in quarantine. I thought, well, if there are people that enjoy watching these videos and I have as many views as I have, maybe I should get back at it. So this is my first video in the new era. We're gonna make a big effort to try to get a couple videos out a month, maybe a video a week, and then go up from there to 1 or 2 a week. And we're just gonna talk about a whole bunch of different stuff that I like. We're gonna do reviews, and hopefully you guys at home like it too, and then we can have a good time with it. So today's video, the first video of the new era, is going to be me reviewing or listing my top 5 favorite pocket knives. I'm a big knife guy, got a lot of knives, and I'm going to break it down to my top 5. Here we go. So my favorite knife brands are Benchmade and Spyderco. So no surprise, the top 5 knives, all of them are Benchmade and Spyderco knives. I think they're sort of at least 2 of the top brands out there. Whether I like them or not, so shouldn't be too big of a surprise to everybody. So we'll start with number 5. Number 5 is the Benchmade Adamas. This knife comes in a couple different versions. So this is the blacked out one. It's got the black blade and the black handle. It comes in automatic, which is like a spring. It's actually locked, so that's one of the features I want to talk about. It has a lock there on the back. It's a spring action release. And so this knife is super chunky. I like this knife because it's a pocket knife that feels like a fixed blade knife when it's deployed, because it's so thick and it's tough. And I think these are were designed for Army Rangers, so you know it's going to be tough if it's got to be, you know, up to their standards. So thick knife, comes in black and tan. I have a tan one as well. It comes in a serrated and a non-serrated blade, and it really has some real good deployment there. So like I said, for a pocket knife, it's very cool because it's so rugged. It's a little heavy for the pocket. It's a pocket clip. You can switch sides. You can't switch directions, but you can switch it to this side if you want to switch pockets. And I keep it in my pocket, keep it locked. You don't want this thing opening up in your pocket. But super thick, chunky knife. Love this knife. Benchmade Adamas. For number 2, we're now going to turn to Spyderco. So overall, Spyderco is my favorite knife brand. I think the spider hole, I think is what they call it, is what makes me like this knife so much, because you can really operate it with one hand. So this model is the Spyderco Police 4. Now, they make this model with a G10 handle, and unfortunately I didn't snag one back when they were selling those. So they're discontinued now. This is, I think this handle is called FRN. It's like a plastic, it's lighter, but has good grip to it. Now, the Spyderco Police 4 is a model that my understanding was designed for police applications. I think this also has a huge blade. This blade's actually, we can compare them, bigger than the Adamas. And the Adamas is a big knife. This knife is bigger. But I think for police applications, a lot of times the police are going to be wearing gloves, and so they can get real good purchase on this knife. You can grab it up here, you can grab it down here. But for as big a knife as it is, it slides real nice and fits in the pocket. So it truly is a pocket knife. I like this one a lot. I carry this one a lot, and you can switch the clip as well. So neither of these knives so far have been low profile clips. They're gonna stick out of your pocket a little bit. But Spyderco Police 4, I like to have such a big knife in such a small package that you can just keep in your pocket and does what you need it to do. This one is non-serrated. I believe this also comes in a serrated model, but this one is not. All right, knife number 3 is a cool little knife here. This is a special edition, I guess you could say. It's discontinued by Spyderco. It's called the Spyderco One-Eyed Jack. And so it has G10 handles. I think they're G10, super polished, so they're real smooth. And you can see it has the spade and the heart in there. It's a little knife, so this is a big contrast from the 2 we've talked about so far, because this one's real small. This sounds kind of hokey, but this is like my dress-up knife. You know, if you have a nice outfit on and you still want to carry a knife, because I always try to carry a knife, this one is, you know, a little fancier. Honestly, it kind of makes you feel like something you do not want to get too dirty. But let's open it up. So this one is a small blade and has a clip on the one side that's actually a wire clip. The locking mechanisms here on the inside. So I just think it's a super cool looking knife, real small, fits in your hand, you know, like that. And is just a nice knife to carry with you. It's not too heavy. It's got a hole if you want to put a lanyard in it. Not sure who would do that. But yeah, so I carry this one a lot when I'm dressed up a little bit, but that being said, I don't like to get too wild with it because it's so nice and it's hard to get because they discontinued it. So this is my number 3 knife, the Spyderco One-Eyed Jack. Alright, so back to Benchmade for number 2. So this is the Benchmade Osborne 940. This is a cool knife. The color scheme's a little odd, so it's green. It does come in black as well, but the green I think was the original color. I like the green kind of contrast with the other knives I have. But it's got this purple spacer in the back, which is just the standard color it comes with. So that's kind of unique. So the 940 is a real lightweight knife. I like this knife because it's really multi-purpose. You know, it's a good size to use for different things. The blade design is a little unique. I think they call it a sheepfoot blade, and it gets the job done. You can do any number of multi-purpose things, you know, whatever you would need it for from day-to-day use. But it's light in your pocket, has a clip that can reverse sides, and has the axis lock from Benchmade, which everybody loves, and then has a little stud there to open it rather than a spider hole, of course, because it's a Benchmade. And so I like this knife because it's lightweight, fits real good in the pocket. I would say of my top 5 knives, the biggest pro to this one is pocket fit. This thing fits in your pocket, you don't even know you're carrying it, and then you get it out and you've got the size knife you need really to do anything that you need to do. So Benchmade Osborne 940, number 2. And now for the number 1 knife, maybe no surprise, the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Now this one is a model that I put scales on that are actually copper scales. I'm sort of into copper EDC items, so this has copper on it, but I would venture to guess a lot of people think this is a top knife. Spyderco Paramilitary 2, back locking, spider hole to open it, just a great size, also fits real nice in the pocket. There's not much to say about this that hasn't already been said, but I think what Spyderco did that's perfect with this knife is that they got the size right. It's just the perfect size for hand. You can grip it up, down, you can close it with one hand, you can open it with one hand, flip it closed and open. Now I also have a different clip on this one. This is a Lynch Northwest pocket clip. Casey Lynch makes these for this model of knife, and it's super cool because when you put it in your pocket, you don't see any knife, you just see the top of the clip. So I try to put these on all my Paramilitary 2s. Now my EDC model of this knife that I carry the most is actually just the G10 black. I also have a Lynch Northwest deep carry pocket clip on there, and I carry this most of the time. Gets any job I need, gets done. It's super durable. I've never ever had any one of these knives break or have any other problems. So I carry the black one. I do carry this one sometimes. I have a few others. There's a camouflage one that I like to use sometimes, but I don't think you can ever go wrong with the Paramilitary 2. And so this is my number 1 knife. I should say that Spyderco came out with a Para 3, I think is what they call it, which is a smaller version of this. And for me, I think this size is perfect. You can go bigger to the military model, you can go smaller to the Para 3, but Para 2 just hits a size and weight sweet spot. And so this is my number 1 knife. I want to mention, I do have one honorable mention, I guess you could call it. I love Victorinox knives. Now they are more like a Swiss Army knife. They are the Swiss Army knife. I'm kind of a multi-tool, which is why I didn't include them in this video. I may talk about multi-tools in the future, but another item that I carry a lot is actually the Swiss Army knife soldier knife. So keep an eye out for that in a future video, but for now, take home with you that the Paramilitary 2 is my number 1 knife. I want to hear what your top knives are. Put them in the comments below. So there you have it. That's my top 5 pocket knives. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I could be a little rusty since it's been so long since I made my last video. As you can see, I'm still a Philadelphia sports fan. In the last 2 years, what's kept me busy and caused me to neglect this channel, my wife and I built a house, and the house sort of got delayed, and so we were moving around a little bit. We're settled in there now. I had a baby. She is now 15 months old, so time flies, but that's kept me busy. So with this channel, keep watching, subscribe. We're going to do some giveaways soon. We really want to get over 1,000 subscribers, and I want to do a big giveaway. I want it to be something really cool. I see other YouTubers give away things like video game systems sometimes, so I want to do something big like that, but I haven't decided what it is yet. So subscribe so you can keep up on that, and drop in the comments maybe some ideas what I could give away, and then we'll look forward to doing that. So thanks again, keep watching, see you later.